there, welcome back. Today we're going to be testing out which one is a better dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Is it the e.l.f. the 16-hour Wear Camo Concealer, or is it the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer? So we're going to be testing those out. If you want to see which one is a better dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, just keep on watching. Also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I will deeply appreciate it if you will hit that red button below and to subscribe. And yeah, so let's continue on. The Tarte Shape Tape Concealer does retail for $27, and you get 0.338 fluid ounces, which is a little bit expensive, and they do have 30 shades, and it has become one of the most popular concealers, but it is very expensive, and a lot of brands started to come out with their own dupes for the Tarte Shape Tape, and such as the L'Oreal Infallible came out with their own concealer. The e.l.f. concealer, which is a 16-hour camo concealer, came out too. They're very similar in packaging. They also have that dofa applicator. They're very similar, so we're going to be testing out these two and see if they're actually a very good dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. So basically they're giving you the same exact quality as a Tarte Shape Tape. That's what they claim, so we're going to be testing it out to see if that is actually true. The L'Oreal concealer does contain 0.33 fluid ounces, and it does retail for $10.99 at Target, and it does have 25 shades. And the e.l.f. concealer, you get 0.203 fluid ounces, and it does retail for $5 at Target, but there's only 18 shades. Although the e.l.f. concealer, it's a little bit cheaper, you do get less product. On this side, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal, and on this side, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. So we're going to be trying these two out. The L'Oreal does have like a very chemical smell compared to the Tarte Shape Tape. The Tarte Shape Tape does not have any smell, at least for it doesn't for me, but the L'Oreal does have like more of a chemical smell. So we're going to be trying this out on this section, and I'm just going to add just a little bit. For the L'Oreal, I'm actually going to be using the shade 345, which is an oatmeal. And then for the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, I'm going to be going in with the medium peach. And then the Tarte Shape Tape, usually the one that I use is Fair Neutral. It's a little bit too light, but I still make it work. And yeah, so we're going to go with that. And then I already applied my foundation. The foundation that I used was the L'Oreal Infallible Full Coverage. I've been loving this foundation, pretty good. And to blend this concealer out, I'm actually going to be using my my sponge. And I'm just going to add a little bit because I want to go little by little and see if it makes any difference. And on the other side, I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. And this one too has a bit of a smell. If you have tried the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, that type of smell, the e.l.f. concealer smells like that. And I'm just going to apply just one dot here. Definitely, let's see. And I'm going to use the same sponge, but I'm going to be using the other side of it. So far, they both look the same. Add one more here. I think the L'Oreal concealer, it's a little bit more dry, and the e.l.f. concealer, it definitely is a little bit more liquidy. I'm going to use this side. And you can feel it when you're applying the L'Oreal concealer. It does feel a little bit more dry, a little bit more tacky. And then on this side, I'm going to switch it up. And yeah, definitely the e.l.f. concealer is not tacky at all. It's more liquidy. So I applied both concealers, and definitely I could see that although both claim that they won't crease, that they won't flake, definitely there is creasing going on. I think the e.l.f. concealer is giving more creases than the L'Oreal concealer. So definitely so far the dupe that is kind of similar in the same texture, the same formula, for me is the L'Oreal Infallible. It's exactly the same feeling as a Tarte Shape Tape. To set the concealers, I'm actually going to be going in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear powder, just because I want to see how it would, how is the concealer going to be working with my regular makeup routine. So this is how the face is looking with my concealers being set. Definitely, like I said, I feel like the L'Oreal it's less creasing than the e.l.f. Although both claim that they won't cause creases, that they won't flake, they're transfer free. I feel like the e.l.f. is a little bit creasing, but again, the e.l.f. consistency is more liquidy than the L'Oreal one. The L'Oreal does seem a little bit more resemblance as a Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm gonna go finish my face, makeup, and we're gonna check in a little bit. So I'll be right back. So I finished my makeup, and definitely now that I've had the concealers on for about like an hour, I can definitely say that both concealers are very similar. They both have like the same coverage, the same coverage, and honestly, they both crease. Although both of them say that they're like full long wear concealers, that they won't crease, they won't flake. Honestly, for me, both of them did crease under my eye, and they both give me the same coverage, I feel. Or what do you guys think? Which side do you think it looks better, the L'Oreal side or the e.l.f. side? I personally think both look very, very similar. They are both creasing. Although both of them seem to perform the same, I do think that the L'Oreal Infallible is very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. They have the same consistency of being a little bit more of a dry concealer. Although both concealers are matte concealers, I feel like the L'Oreal, it does definitely resemble a lot more than the Tarte Shape Tape. And I think both of these concealers, they're very similar, and they both crease. Although they both claim that they won't cause any creases or flakiness or anything like that in their long wear concealers, I personally think they do crease. But they are very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. I think both of them are very good dupes for the Tarte Shape Tape. Although if you're looking for a concealer that really resembles Tarte Shape Tape, I definitely recommend the L'Oreal Infallible. It is very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. 100% similar in my opinion. The e.l.f. too, it is very similar, but it's a little bit more liquidy. It's not the same consistency as the Tarte Shape Tape, but they both perform equally. I think if you're looking for a really like dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, definitely go with the L'Oreal Infallible. But also the e.l.f. concealer, it's an okay concealer. I hope my video was helpful in deciding whether or not which dupe is better for the Tarte Shape Tape. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, do so by hitting that red button below. And I'll see you next time, and thank you so much for watching.